Okay, this is a tricky one. You've got a combustion engine, and so a lot of this is blah blah blah. A common blend of petrol has octane and ethanol. So it's got a bit of octane, a bit of ethanol. Calculate the energy released in kilojoules when 80 grams of this fuel mixture undergoes complete combustion. So here it says a fuel can be obtained by blending 1 mole of this and 1 mole of this. So we know it has a ratio of 1 mole of this to 1 mole of this. But we've got our amount in grams. So you might want to know, what amount of those grams is for the octane and what amount is for the ethanol. So you can kind of do this in two ways. You need to turn your moles, so you know it's a 1-to-1. You need to turn your moles into grams. So the easiest way is to find the molar mass. So you know the ratio is 114 grams of octane for every 46 grams of ethanol. So if you add those two together, you can see that totally you would have 160 grams of fuel in a 1-to-1 mole ratio. And you can see that 80 is half of that. So if you have 1 mole of each, then you would have 160 grams of fuel. But if you've got 80 grams, then you would only have had half a mole of each. So you can just then look up your data booklet for the amount of energy of octane per mole and ethanol per mole, and multiply that and find out how many kilojoules you would get from each. Moles cancel, etc., etc. If it didn't work out so nice and neat that you had actually half and you could just kind of do it in your head, then you might want to use your ratio. It's basically like percent composition. You know that the whole thing, the whole mass, if you have a 1-to-1 ratio, the whole mass would add up to 160, and the part of that, the fraction of that would be due to octane is 114 grams. So that's the fraction of whatever mass you've been given of the combination. That's because of octane. So that tells you that you had 57 grams out of that 80 because of octane, and 23 grams, so the other 46, that's a fraction. So the other 23 grams would be due to ethanol. So you could use these ones. 57 grams of 47.9, and you end up with the same number. So using your kilojoules per gram and your fraction.